the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down. Whittington. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
SOS. 36 power. Rush in.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
57. Mike, 57. Ready? Check nickel. Under 10. Silent. 10.
On second down, Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Alert. Mike 56. All day, baby, all day. 19. Switch gears. Let's go.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He lets it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And it's 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Allen completes it to Hardman. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Tighten up.
That's complete to Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson throwing again. And an alley to run. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Go. Watch the screen. 58.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Kill.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Okay,
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
57's Mike 57.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
56. Hey, alert.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
56. Watch the curl.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
14.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check 52. Alert! Alert!
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A toss out to Barkley. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. He got 29 yards that time.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll try the left side. Teague. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus?
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over. Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Allen now on 1st down. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing again. Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
You got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. 5 wide. 57. Mike, 57.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Tight. Let me know right now. You better bring. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Alert.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, home. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, Charlie. 57's Mike. Mike 57. All 52. Double. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long. Hey, Alpha. It's going to be a long day. 57. Go.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Eyes up. Done. Hey, orbit. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Allen going to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
All day, baby. All day. Alert! Double up. He's coming. Half 85.
Now Allen to throw again. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Regular. You must be getting tired of seeing me. All 52. Safe. Motion.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
57 the mic. 57.
Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point safely through, and the lead will swell by one more.
38, Seahawks 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58 to Mike, 58.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Hey. 56. 56, right there. 56. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. It's a party now. It's a party.
Again, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And an alley to run. Big hold to the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, he lets it. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through. The end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, It's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Jones now, a perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Let's get it. Hatchet, hatchet. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson. Pass incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Zebra. 56.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. 56, right there, 56.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 30.